How you doing? This time I'm going to do one of my old favourites, Deer Hare Emerger, but this time I'm going to do it with a fake Quill style body. Okay, very simple. So to kick off with, we have a Sprite Buzzard Barbless S2100, size 14. What we'll do, start right away with the body. We're using 8/0 light olive thread from Semperfli. And then we just catch the thread in, 2 or 3 turns, lock it in place, trim off the tag end, and then we'll take some the dark mocca brown, again 8/0, draw off a section, and you just catch that in. This is going to act as the rib, and that'll give you a 2-tone Quill effect body. So we form the body of the fly by running the olive thread down and round the bend of the hook, keeping the thread touching turns and keeping the thread flat. Come a good way around the bend of the hook, just make sure that you haven't got any twist. So flatten the thread again, and then again coming back, touching turns, all the way back up towards about a third of the way down, a quarter of the way down the hook from the back of the eye. Now, what I'll do is flatten the brown thread. I'll just take our body thread out of the way, and you're just going to rib this using your flattened mocca brown thread. Yeah, it's a little bit awkward to get started. So keeping the brown thread flat and ensuring that the olive bands showing through are narrow. We rip this all the way up to the top of the fly, catch it in, and then we trim this thread out of the way. There you go, dead simple. Next step, you need that nice shine. You also need a bit of protection. So what we're going to do is take some Thinman UV resin and drop a spot of it onto the body of the fly. Coat your fly body with your resin. Make sure you've not got too much. Less is more in this case. Make sure you're happy with that. Just a little bit there I'm not too happy with. Just flatten it out, and then we just hit that with our UV torch and set the resin. Okay. Next step, going straight into the wing now. So this is natural roe deer. Not too dark. Take a decent bunch, not too much. You'll soon learn how much you want to take when you're tying these flies. But generally, if you were to say that it was about a 10mm section, okay, pop that into my stacker, stack it, turn the stacker forward so that the hair points are facing forward, lift them out. Any loose fibres, draw them out the way. Any broken fibres, pull them out now. And then set the wing how much you would like. I like to leave a few millimetres sticking over the eye of the hook. Decent sized wing. And then just lock and turn, and then a few just to lash that down. Don't let the tags go yet. Lift the tag ends up, come in with your scissors and cut tight to the body. And then that leaves you this small, almost a spur wing if you like. Then what I like to do is take my thread in below these tag ends, a single turn through just to make sure I've got it locked in place, and then I lift the wing all the way up, draw it back and come in underneath. Now I've actually come a little bit too far forward here, so what I'm going to do, just force it back just to make sure I've got enough for the thorax before I tighten it up. And there you have, that's me locked that wing in place. Yeah. So, medium olive, there's a Hare, there's some mask in there, and there's a wee pinch of Peacock Green Ice Dub through there just to get a bit of sparkle. Draw the wing back up out the way, dub your thorax in right at the base of the wing, come back behind the eye of the hook, take your finger and your thumbnail, force that thread back in itself, and then I come straight in with a bit finish. What I'll do is I'll just put one in there just now just to lock it in place. Yeah. A lot of soft material there, so I don't want it to come in later and try and catch it. The dubbing needle with varnish on it afterwards, so what I'll do is take a little bit of very fine dubbing, brush coat, perfect, I like brush coat from Vineyard. I've dropped a little bit onto the thread, and then what I'm going to do is just put another bit of finish, varnishing that as I go. So I varnish the lock down that I put in first, and then a second bit of finish in there. Draw that tight, come in with my scissors, push across, and then just take your little bit of Velcro scrubber, go in underneath your thorax, and lift your thorax up into the wing, like so. Any stray fibres that you're not happy with, just come and make sure the underside is flat, and that there is a fake quill-bodied deer hair emerger. And what I do is kink the wing, the back of the thorax, make sure the body's wet, and for me that will fish, and it'll sit in the water like this. Deadly. Simple as that.